Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse, and I did not expect to be making this video today, but I am very, very happy that I'm making this video today. I've bought something that I've wanted for the longest time. Shout out to Australian Geographic for getting it out so quick, also for being one of the only online Australian stores that actually had this thing in stock. I've been looking everywhere over the last few weeks, and just everywhere has them. Just no stock, no stock, no stock. I wanted one of these for the longest time. It's probably one of those things that you think that is extremely cool, but I'm never going to spend the money. They are ridiculously expensive, but they are also ridiculously cool, and you have to sort of train yourself to meet yourself in the middle and be willing to spend the money. And I did. So, let's get into this thing. I could probably get a better angle by putting it down on a table or something like that, but it's not really the Jesse Hammond way, is it? So there you go, that's the inside of the box. Packaged pretty well protected if I do say so myself, and obviously the main event is right here. This is a MOVA globe. If you've never heard of these, boy are you in for a treat. This is a MOVA globe, and if you don't know what a MOVA globe is, I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to take it out of the box and show you, because it's just... So first thing you're met with is just basic user manual, standard shit. And then on top, you're met with the stand. So it's just like an acrylic circle block, as you can see. And it says peel the paper off, so I'm going to try and do that. So that took way longer than expected, but here is the stand. It's just a sort of clear acrylic cool looking thing with 3 slots, and now these 3 slots have these things that go in. They're just like sort of clear sticks. One end's a flat end and one end's a circle end, so with the flat end you just sort of shove it in, one of them, and then you have this really cool looking stand, which does look really, really awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and whack that right here. I'm going to move this stuff back. Very nice. And now we're going to open the rest of the box. A big piece of foam on the top. Boom. Another piece of foam. Oh my god. And here it is. Well protected, I will say that. Oh my god. This is so cool. This is a MOVA globe. And what you'll notice, by the way, is it's ever so slightly spinning. That's the point of a MOVA globe. There's no batteries in this, there's nothing, but it always spins. If it's in your hand, if it's on the stand, it just spins. Now, these are really, really cool. This is obviously one based on the moon, as you can see. Super cool. You can get like almost anything. You can get Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. Pretty sure they even do a slightly smaller one that's Pluto. This is the 4.5 inch, I think this is the standard, and this was 220 Australian dollars. Now, obviously as you can tell by the size, it's not massive. It's just big enough to be cool, but $220 is crazy. Hence why I haven't gotten one until now. They're just crazily priced, but boy are they cool. I would love to collect them and have all of them. It's probably not going to happen. I probably won't even get another one, maybe. But they're really freaking cool. And when you put it on the stand, that's where the real magic happens. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that thing spin, and I'll talk about it. How does this work? So it has basically a clear acrylic casing right around the outside, and then there's basically two spheres. There's an inner sphere and an outer sphere. The outer sphere is actually moving inside the acrylic case. That's what's spinning. The whole thing isn't spinning. Hence why if I hold it on my hand, it still looks like it's spinning. Obviously it's not spinning in my hand, it's just spinning inside the acrylic case. Now, how is it spinning? Well, the inner case and the inner sphere actually houses a magnet which will align the ball with the magnetic field of the Earth, and it actually has a bunch of solar cells in it which will absorb the sunlight, and that powers the magnet. So there's no batteries. It works basically by taking in the sunlight, turning that into power, powering the tiny magnet that's in there, and then aligning that magnet with the magnetic field, which generates just enough force to make it spin. And then, because the two outer spheres are connected with some liquid on the inside, so the lack of friction between the two spheres, plus that tiny bit of force provided by the magnet, that's how shit works in space, you know? There's minimum friction, and just a little bit of force can go a long way. Now, it is important to keep this away from another magnet, if you do have it close to a magnet, or too close to another MOVA globe, actually, because obviously they all have magnets in them. It'll stop spinning. So I think the recommended is something like 30 centimeters away from a magnet or something like that. I'm sure there's many magnets in my Mac there, but this distance seems to be doing well, so that's nice, because I do plan to have this sitting on my desk, probably over there. Probably just sitting there like that. I think that's really, really cool. But yeah, this thing is so cool, and like I said, it's very expensive, but it's just so damn cool, man, and I'm so glad I finally was able to get one. The science behind them has always fascinated me, and I mean, it just looks fucking awesome. I'd love to have like 10 of these, probably each of the planets or something like that, but they're just so expensive. It's probably not going to happen. I might, maybe give it a few months, I'll buy a Mars one, just have the Moon and Mars, and then I don't know, we'll see from there, but it's really cool. I'm just sitting here watching it. Really cool. Yeah, see, obviously, if you just hold it still, it's easy to see how you could be tricked into believing the whole thing spins, but once you turn it like this, and you see that it stays still because it doesn't have enough power, like I'm spinning that acrylic that way, yeah, it's not going that way, so it's obviously something moving inside. But it's really cool. It does a good job of staying stabilized. Obviously, thanks to that magnet, but how cool is that? It's really, really cool. It's really quite a lot of fun. Now, it's really cool that it'll actually spin on anything, because it means you can get multiple stands and stuff like that. I know there's a bunch of websites that make very different stands for it. Personally, I quite like the stand that it comes with. It looks really sort of unique. I don't think I've really seen anything like that. It's definitely pretty cool that it just sits on anything. Like, you can literally sit it on the desk. Oh shit, it moves. That's weird. Okay. Once it found its groove, you can sit it on anything, even a flat surface like a desk if you really wanted to. I don't know why you would. Surely you'd prefer to have it on a stand, but the fact that you can do that, you can sit it on literally anything. I mean, you could make your own sort of stand fairly easy, I would say. It's really quite cool that you have the option to do that. This is the 4.5 inch. You can also get 6 inch and I think 6.5 inch or something like that. Now, the ones I looked at were twice the price, so they were 440 Australian dollars, which, although really, really cool, and I would love to get a 6 inch Jupiter, so it looks much bigger than the moon, I'm probably never going to spend that much money. That's just... Although it's really cool, and I do appreciate the ingenuity that went into this, I'm not spending $440 on that thing. That's just crazy. But for now, I'm extremely happy with this. I could just watch it for hours. It's really, really cool. I love it. I'm so glad I was finally able to get one. if you give it like a shock, like you move it too much, it sort of sits there for a second. It's like, hang on, what's happening? And then once it orientates itself, it gets back to spinning. I think that's because the magnet inside is actually pretty weak. It gives it just that initial push, which is enough to keep it going, but I don't think it's very strong. So if you mess with it, it sort of has to recalibrate. I'm definitely impressed. A lot of the photos I saw online of this made it look like it had a sort of green tinge to it, which I was a bit worried about. But it looks pretty bluey grey like the moon does, so that's awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not too sure what to say. It's not like a tech product where it has multiple different features. It kind of just does sit there and just spin. So, I mean, first impressions of it sitting there and spinning is good. I don't know what else to say. I'm really happy with it. I would say buying one is worth the money because it's really cool and it's very unique and there's just nothing like it. But buying multiple probably isn't a very good decision if you like money, because you won't have money if you do that. But regardless, I'm really happy I bought this. It's super cool, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, let me know if you would get one, let me know if you would want to see me get another one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everybody.